Hi, I'm Bruce Levitt. I'm a partner with the law firm of Levitt and Slavkus in Maplewood, New Jersey. Things have been very difficult for many, many months now, especially for small businesses. We get phone calls constantly from small business owners who are experiencing the effects of the pandemic, many of which unfortunately aren't able to survive. And one of the big issues that seems to arise, and something that's become very distressing, certainly for the business owners, but for me having to address these situations, are those business owners who've given personal guarantees of their business debts only to find their business closed down. And it's not unusual. In fact, most small businesses, in order to enter into a lease or to get a bank loan, or sometimes even to get their supplies, they're required to sign personal guarantees. Some of those people actually put up their houses as security by way of a mortgage to secure repayment on a personal guarantee. Then when the business ceases to exist, the cash flow to make the debt payment goes away, and the lender starts, or the landlord starts, looking to the individual for payment. So those are the type of issues that we deal with most these days for small business owners. And the question is, what do we do? If the small business owner has personal guarantees, but the assets are somewhat limited, we consider a Chapter 7 bankruptcy to eliminate that personal debt. If the individual does have assets, the first thing, of course, we try to do is negotiate with the creditor, whether that is the landlord or the bank or the supplier, and we try to negotiate to see if we can get some type of resolution to allow the individual to retain their assets and move forward and enter into a payment plan. There are two other bankruptcy options available. Chapter 13 bankruptcy is a restructuring plan where a individual who has assets can enter into a repayment plan to settle some or all of the debt. There's also a small business Chapter 11 bankruptcy that was actually just put into place very shortly before the pandemic began. It was put into place in February of this year. And under the Small Business Reorganization Act, even the individual who is guaranteed the business debt can file as a small business debtor. And it's especially helpful to those small business owners who guaranteed corporate debt and put up their homes as collateral. Because under the Small Business Reorganization Act, we can basically restructure that secured debt, limit the amount of the liability to the equity in the real estate. And when I say equity in the real estate, after you deduct any other mortgages on the property or any prior liens, the difference between what the property is owed and that debt would be the equity that would be available to the guaranteed debt. And under the Small Business Reorganization Act, we can actually reduce the liability to that equity and provide a period of 3 to 5 years for the individual to pay that debt back. So as disheartening as it is to be faced with this debt, there are options available. The best suggestion that I could give is call us soon. Call us before the business closes down, or if the business is closed down, try to get to us before you start hearing from the creditors whose debt you've personally guaranteed. Even if you hear from them, give us a call. Let's try to come up with a strategy. There are debt solutions available. You should explore those debt solutions, and the best advice I can give is don't wait. Try to deal with it sooner rather than later. It keeps open all of your options. Again, if you've got these issues, feel free to give us a call. Our office number is 973-313-1200. You can visit us on the web at www.lsbankruptcylaw.com. We're here to help.